my name is Esther Kitten and I'm 20 years old. I live in Plymouth, Devon. I'm originally from Surrey. I'm a makeup artist and model, but I'm also studying biology at Plymouth University.
I'm Vix Fielder, also known as Vixen from wrestling. I'm 20, I'm a part-time barmaid and waitress, and I also do an animal behaviour degree, and I'm a part-time model.
Hi guys, my name's Rebecca. I'm a 21-year-old model from Plymouth and I'm here to answer some questions for Scott today. Really it was kind of like a last minute decision. I had sort of been tossing and turning on it for a while. I don't know really. It's kind of just something I've always wanted to do, wanted to try. It's a bit of fun. Get some nice pictures, just enjoy myself and enjoy being this age, because you don't stay this age forever obviously, and sort of push myself and boost my confidence, and then sort of give myself a reason to be more proactive and try and stay in shape rather than just sit at uni and get fat.
Stressful can be demanding depending on if you're doing it full time. I know from full time that basically you have to be so on the ball because the fashion's so changing all the time. And it's a constant dog-eat-dog world, so you'll constantly have to compete with other people to get to the top. And also, if you're not even doing it full-time, part-time, it's stressful. I mean, I'm taking on a degree on top of 2 part-time jobs, on top of my wrestling career, on top of, you know, everything else and family, and being able to sleep and eat at the same time. And I find it so stressful, it's tiring, and it just gets on top of you sometimes.
I do think female modelling is more accepted than men's, purely because it's men that like the females. There's not a lot of male models in Plymouth. I can think of about 5 off the top of my head. Really research your photographers you're working with. If you feel even the slightest bit remotely uncomfortable with them, don't work with them. Usually your gut instinct's right with that. Good communication before a shoot is great, like have that, because you'll sort of get an idea of who you're working with and what to expect from that person, and also whether you feel that it would be appropriate going on to shoot with them, whether they're going to benefit your portfolio, which ultimately represents you, or whether they're going to produce some images that aren't really up to the standard you want.
Don't think this is an easy industry at all. This is not an easy industry. You will be tired, you'll be not depressed, but you will get tired of just doing the same thing over and over, and until you build that portfolio up. That's the main thing you do, is build your portfolio up and then you'll start getting more and more work. Do not think you'll get paid straight away for this, because it never ever happens. It takes years of practice and years of portfolio to even get paid. Advice, when you're working with photographers, always check their references. Never ever go straight into lingerie or nude unless you know for definite it's what you want to do, because once that photo is taken, that'll be anywhere online. So just be careful when you're doing it as well.
I see myself progressing very, very far forward at the minute. I've got some big contracts coming up. I've got Miss Great Britain to do. I've got Miss Inspiration 2016, 2017. So yeah, I've got quite a few big ones coming. Not really happened to me. As I said, I've been quite lucky with that and never been in a situation. I don't really want to let myself get into a situation where I end up with a dark story. Never great if you do, but I do know of a couple of girls, and I know personally the guy that caused said dark story. Basically, I used to want to go into glamour. Probably not the greatest idea, given my other sort of life aspirations. But he sort of went around promising loads of girls all this and saying, oh, I can get you like a front page spread or a really good cover in this top men's magazine in the country called Loaded. They closed down now. There was this whole scandal with them and it really, really backfired for them. And this guy sort of went around saying, oh, I can do this, all this for you. in return for sexual favours, and he would blackmail and film these models and say, I can ruin you.
Some dark stories of photographers trying to date you, and if you don't date them, they won't work with you anymore. It's really, really weird. It's difficult because obviously you want your career to go forward, but you don't really want to date a photographer. It's a bit of an odd one. But yeah, no, it's definitely a competing industry, and you'll never get rid of the bitchiness ever. You're all trying to make it into one industry, trying to make it in the world. So.
I had one bad experience with a certain photographer in Plymouth. He was quite pushy towards what we were doing in the shoot when we were discussing it. Got there on the day, completely changed the plan of what we were doing. The shoot was originally planned to do fashion and lingerie. He wanted to do nude, which I don't shoot nude. And then he got quite nasty about it because I said I wasn't doing it. Then put a couple of bad references against me, but then acted all innocent when he was caught out. So yeah.